We were just supposed to camp for one night. Nothing big, nothing fancy. Just me, Craig, and Tanner, three old friends looking to get away from everything. We picked a spot deep in the backwoods of Tennessee. No cell service, dirt roads, thick trees, total isolation. We'd done stuff like this before. Drink some beers, build a fire, talk trash like we were still teenagers. It was supposed to be simple. We got there late. Sun was already dropping. We worked fast, set up the tent, gathered some wood, got a small fire going. It was quiet, really quiet. No cars, no wind, just us and the fire crackling. Felt good. That night we drank, laughed, told dumb stories, normal stuff. I remember thinking, damn, I needed this. I woke up first the next morning. The sky was still gray. The fire was just ashes. Craig and Tanner were both snoring. I stretched a little, then walked over to the truck to grab the coffee pot. And that's when I saw it. There was a skin, laid out across the hood. Not tossed, not dropped, laid out flat, like someone took their time with it. No fur, just raw pink flesh. The inside was slick and wet, glistening in the pale light. There was some blood, too, thick and dark, streaked across the windshield. It had no head, no legs, just a torso. The cuts were rough, jagged, like someone hacked at it with a dull knife. The smell hit me next. Sour, heavy, like something rotten. It got stuck in the back of my throat and wouldn't go away. I froze, just stood there. Then I looked around, expecting to see someone watching us. But the woods were still. No wind, no birds, nothing. I kicked the tent and yelled for the guys. Craig stumbled out half asleep. Tanner followed. When they saw it, they both stopped cold. We didn't speak. We didn't need to. Something was wrong, really wrong. We tore everything down. Didn't even pack. Just grabbed what we could and threw it into the truck bed. I took a stick and shoved the skin off the hood. It hit the dirt with a wet slap. I didn't look back. We piled into the truck and I floored it. Tires spinning, dust flying. The whole drive back, nobody said a word. Craig stared out the window. Tanner kept rubbing his hands together, biting at his nails. I just drove. Kept checking the rear view like something might be following us. But nothing was there. When we got back to town, we split up. Later that day, I stopped by the gas station to grab smokes and told the old guy at the counter what happened. He didn't laugh, didn't even look surprised. He just nodded and said, "That ain't the first time someone's found something like that." He told me people have been finding skinned animals out in those woods for years. On cars, on coolers, on porches. No one ever sees who does it. It just shows up. Some folks think it's a warning, like you camped where you weren't supposed to. He said he saw it himself once. Way back in the 80s. Skinned rabbit, right on top of his cooler. Said he left that morning and never went back. I didn't sleep that night. Kept thinking about the way that skin was spread out. How careful it looked. Like it wasn't just for shock. Like it was a message. I tried looking stuff up online. Found other people. Same stories. Same kind of skin. Same woods. Some said it was hunters. Others said it was something older. Something that watched the land. One guy swore he saw shapes moving in the trees after it happened to him. He didn't stick around. I haven't been camping since. I still drive that truck. Washed it a dozen times, but sometimes I swear I still smell it. And every now and then I'll walk out in the morning and see the dew on the hood and think about that skin.
It was the fall of 1979 when we decided to go camping in Harold Parker State Forest. Just the three of us. Mark, Joey, and me. We were all burnt out, stuck in jobs we hated, feeling like the world was moving on without us. We didn't have the money for a big trip or the time for something long, so camping seemed like the best escape. Harold Parker was huge, over 3,000 acres of dense forest, mostly pine and oak. We'd been there once, years ago, just for a day. This time we planned for 3 nights, right before the cold set in. We gathered what we could. My beat-up hatchback barely made the trip. Mark dug up his dad's old 2-man tent, and Joey had a cheap 1-man thing from an Army-Navy store. We shared gear, packed sleeping bags, food, a cooler, a couple tarps, just the essentials. We hit the road on a Friday afternoon. The sun was still up, and we blasted classic rock all the way there. I remember thinking, yeah, this is what I needed. We reached the forest just as the sun started dipping. Only one other car in the gravel lot. We picked a site near Berry Pond. Open ground, tall trees, and a clear view of the water through the woods. It was peaceful. That first night was perfect. Mark got the fire going with some newspaper. We cooked hot dogs and heated up canned beans. Wasn't gourmet or anything, but out there, it tasted amazing. After dinner, we cracked open some beers and sat on a log by the fire. I remember leaning in, just watching the flames dance, and feeling all the stress melt off my shoulders. That night, we slept hard, but I woke up around 4:30 a.m. and something felt off. The air inside the tent was damp, cold. I fumbled for my flashlight and clicked it on. That's when I saw it. The flap was open. Mark was gone. His sleeping bag was empty. Boots missing, but his jacket still there, bunched up in the corner. I told myself he'd gone to take a leak. No big deal. He'd be back any second. I waited 1 minute, then 2. Still nothing. I sat up, leaned out, and flashed my light around. The woods swallowed it. Just pure black beyond the beam. I called out his name. Nothing. Not even a rustle. Worried, I woke Joey. He stumbled out of his tent groggy. When I told him Mark was gone, he sobered up fast. We grabbed our lights and started searching. First close to the site, then wider. That's when we started finding his stuff. First, his hat, snagged on a branch. Then socks. Then his jeans. Then his boxers. Spread out in a perfect line, like someone had undressed him step by step. Like it was intentional. Then, we saw him. Mark was lying on his back in a small clearing. Pale. Still. His body was untouched. No scratches. No wounds. But his head was gone. Just gone. The cut was clean. Too clean. No blood trail. Just a pool beneath where his neck ended. Thick and black in the dirt. Joey froze. I couldn't even move. We ran. We reported it. The ranger called it in. Cops showed up, started asking questions. Took everything. Our tents, sleeping bags, knives, even our clothes. We told them what we saw. They didn't believe us. They were polite, but their eyes said it all. You're hiding something. But we weren't. And still, they never found his head. Even now, decades later, I still see him in my dreams. He's always walking ahead of me, through the woods, stripping off his clothes. And when he turns around, he doesn't have a face.